Welcome to Zac Narrates D&D. My name is Zac. I'm a professional game master and audiobook narrator, here to narrate some of the stories from games that I run. This is episode 0, in place of a session 0, for a Curse of Strahd game that I'm currently running through Talespire. We'll talk about themes for the game, content warnings, and meet the party. Because Curse of Strahd is a gothic horror module. It's intentionally pretty grim. The goal was to create a game where the player characters were a little on edge, if not downright terrified, most of the time, while the players were perfectly comfortable. On screen now is our shared consent form. As you can see, we will not be exploring explicit sex, sexism, racism, homophobia, or sexual assault. Other tough topics are a little grayer, though, so only you know your own comfort levels with things like children or animals being in harm's way. I will mention potentially triggering topics at the start of each episode, but always take care of yourself, friends. Now, let's meet our heroes. First, we have Fenric Grantham, the Dampier Hemomancer, which is a homebrew class that the player and I created together. Essentially, think of Fenric as a blood-themed barbarian. Fenric is grounded, fierce, and driven. He's on a quest to find his wife, who vanished the same night he was turned into a Dampier. Next, there's Persephone Sharp, our Fire Genasi grave cleric. Adopted into a family of undertakers, Persephone is quite comfortable around death and even undeath, which is good because she's also cursed. Whenever her emotions rise, her flaming hair burns out of control, potentially harming herself and others. Thus, Persephone tries to keep her emotions locked down, but what pokes through shows she is also kind and interested in others. Another member of our party was cursed by the same mysterious cloaked figure. Antiri Siliqua is a Shatterkai barbarian, except instead of being fueled by rage, her primal emotion is sorrow. This is another flavorful piece of homebrew, though its mechanics are largely taken from the Ancestral Guardian. Antiri, or Tia, is an empathetic soul who feels things deeply and always looks for ways to protect others. Last, but certainly not least, is Ralogion, our Harengon Order of the Ghost Slayer Blood Hunter. Rallo hasn't shared much of his past with us yet, but his scarred fur and grim outlook speak of past trauma. Rallo is decisive and quick to act, which sometimes lets him get the jump on his enemies, and other times can lead him into trouble. As a character, Rallo is constantly in tension between being genuinely one of the most dangerous members of the party and also a small adorable rabbit person who enjoys carrots. I'm using the third-party supplement from Lunchbox Heroes called Raising the Stakes, which includes a wonderful new hook to get us into the story. So, next time, we'll start with some dreams sent by a mysterious source. Join us, won't you, for this bite-sized trip into Barovia.